Hello, readers. My name is Mrs. Erwin, and I teach music, art, and theater at Clatskanie Middle High School.
And I'm Mr. Erwin, and I teach science at Clatskanie Middle High School.
We're going to read you two of our favorite books. Up first is an art book called The Dot by Peter H. Reynolds. The Dot by Peter H. Reynolds. Art class was over, but Vashti sat glued to her chair. Her paper was empty. Vashti's teacher leaned over the blank paper. "Ah, a polar bear! It's a snowstorm," she said. "Very funny," said Vashti. "I just can't draw today." Her teacher smiled. "Just make a mark and see where it takes you." Vashti grabbed a marker and gave a good, strong jab. There. Her teacher picked up the paper and studied it carefully. She pushed the paper towards Vashti and quietly said, "Now sign it." Vashti thought for a moment. "Well, maybe I can't draw, but I can sign my name." The next week, when Vashti walked into art class, she was surprised to see what was hanging above her teacher's desk. It was the little dot she had drawn. Her dot, all framed in swirly gold. I can make a better dot than that." She opened her never-before-used set of watercolors and set to work. Vashti painted and painted. A red dot, a purple dot, a yellow dot, a blue dot. The blue mixed with the yellow. She discovered she could make a green dot. Vashti kept experimenting, lots of little dots in many colors. "If I can make little dots, I can make big dots too." Vashti splashed her colors with bigger brushes on bigger paper to make bigger dots. Vashti even made a dot by not painting a dot. At the school's art show, a few weeks later, Vashti's many dots made quite a splash. Vashti noticed a little boy gazing up at her. "You're a really great artist. I wish I could draw," he said. "I bet you can," said Vashti. "Me? No, not me. I can't draw a straight line with a ruler." Vashti smiled. She handed the boy a blank sheet of paper. "Show me." The boy's pencil shook as he drew his line. Vashti stared at the boy's squiggle and then said, "Please, sign it." The end.
And second, I'll be reading a science book called Pete the Cat and the Super Cool Science Fair. Pete the Cat and the Super Cool Science Fair by Kimberly and James Dean. Pete cannot wait for Friday. His school's having a science fair. Pete has never been a scientist. Now he can try it out. Pete's teacher tells the students they will do experiments in groups. Pete is in a group with Callie, Gus, and Squirrel. "Our experiment is going to be groovy," says Pete. "What should we do?" "Let's build a mini submarine," says Callie. "Or grow a giant tree," says Squirrel. "Or invent an invisible guitar," says Pete. "Why don't we make a volcano?" asks Gus. "Whoa," they all say. "Volcanoes are awesome." The group plans the experiment at Pete's house. His mom brings them snacks. "Would any scientist like a cookie?" she asks. They all raise their hands. The cookies are warm and gooey. The scientists check the big book of experiments for materials. They need glue, water, paper, paint, and a plastic bottle for the volcano. They need vinegar, baking soda, liquid dish soap, and a secret ingredient for the lava. Pete and Gus mix the glue and water. Squirrel and Callie tear the newspaper into strips. They cover the plastic bottle with glue and paper. It looks like a sticky white volcano. Oh no, the paint in the brown bottle is blue. What are we going to do? Asks Callie. They can't find brown paint anywhere. That's pretty cool, says Pete. Maybe it's okay that we have a blue volcano. We'll be the only group with a blue volcano, says Squirrel. Let's test the lava so we know the volcano will erupt at the science fair, Pete says. Gus pours baking soda and liquid dish soap into the volcano, and Callie adds vinegar. Nothing happens at first. All of a sudden, a lot of lava starts coming out. Super cool, says Callie. The team high-fives each other, but the lava is still coming out. Soon, it is a huge mess. Oh, Mom isn't going to be happy, says Pete. At least the scientists are ready for the fair on Friday. When Pete and his team arrive at the fair, they see all the other groovy experiments. They all look awesome. Grumpy Toad and Octopus grew rock candy in jars. Emma and Marty made slime. We don't stand a chance, says Gus. Don't worry, we have the secret ingredient, says Pete. At the science fair, Pete's teacher loves the blue volcano. Wait till you see it erupt, Pete says. The whole class watches Callie pour vinegar into the volcano. A second later, glitter lava gushes out. Everyone cheers. The scientists cheer the loudest. Science experiments are hard work, says Pete, but being on an awesome team makes them a whole lot easier. The end.
We hope you enjoyed our books today. Keep reading, and we hope to see you when you get to high school.